Hey, you are listening to WNB1 Radio. I'm Charlie Perry, and we are here on the Really Charlie podcast with my friend here, Lizette Perry from Mass Hire of New Bedford. That's Mass Hire, Greater New Bedford Center, right?
Career Center. Yeah.
Career Center. Okay, so we have done this a couple of times, and I'm so happy to have her here. She's kind of the second podcast of the night, but I just enjoy being around my friend and the things that she's doing, especially at the center and trying to get people better, better with work, better in their lives, just trying to get them trained. And I really appreciate what you all are doing down there, especially you.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
I mean, it takes a village, right?
yes, it
And
does.
each organization in New Bedford is really trying to meet the customers where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
We have some resources that we can share with our community, trying to get them prepared and back to work. We also service our youth in the community. So during the summer, we had the summer jobs. Right now, we're recruiting for some in-school programs.
Mm-hmm.
So continuously working with our youth, trying to
Good.
get them the skill sets they need in order to become employable. And then we have our out of school programs that we're currently recruiting for. So right now we're working with the Shannon program.
Mm-hmm.
We're working with SSYI and the Heal Center, and they're all helping youth in our community get a high set or GED. And from there, the whole goal is to segue into an adult training program.
Okay.
We have a lot of programs going on right now at the Career Center, so it's a great opportunity for a disconnected youth to try to get back into school. As you know, education is key, right?
Yes.
So trying to help them get their GED or their high set, and then setting them up for success.
Awesome.
Making sure that they have a training program so that they can, grow and get out there in the community and become productive part of our community.
Awesome. The I want to say thank you everyone for joining us. We are on YouTube. We're also this segment will be aired later on WNB1 Radio. Also, we will. I did say YouTube on a Really Charlie YouTube channel and LinkedIn. I have it on LinkedIn today, so it will actually, which is good. I didn't think of that last time.
Yeah.
Especially with LinkedIn and jobs and careers. It'll be great to network through them or through that site and that platform. You never know who may see that website, who may see that number, and actually hear our conversation tonight. So,
Really important that we meet folks where they're at. I mean,
yeah,
we know life happens, right? And you may have left school because, difficulty, transportation. Sometimes families have to put food on the table, so
Mm-hmm.
you got to go find a job. But the opportunity is there for those who are interested. We're going to be having South Coast
Yep.
hospital groups is going to be at the Career Center tomorrow from 10 to 12. If you come on down to the center, right now we have limited parking because we have the train station kind of going on behind us. But we're going to have overflow parking over at the Whale Tooth parking lot. You can park there for free, and you can walk on over to the Career Center and meet with some of the recruiters that they have, for South Coast hospital groups.
Nice.
We're really excited about that one.
It's you get a lot of construction going on over there.
Oh, Lord, there's constant construction going on over there. So the side parking lot where our customers used to park,
Mm-hmm.
that's closed. That's where they're building the new, whatchamacallit,
Pedestrian
footbridge.
Yep.
Yeah, the pedestrian footbridge. It's going to have an elevator. I saw the schematics. It looks wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait till it's up. But the train station's going directly behind us. So once the train station's up and running, we're going to be the backside of the train station.
Okay.
But the parking is available in the back of the building, and then you have to walk to the front to come in. But there's constant trucks and a lot of things going on. So we thought, since this is one of our largest employers in the city,
Mm-hmm.
having the Wales Troop parking lot would be perfect because customers won't have to deal with all that traffic and
So true.
construction going on next to,
So
right
true.
in front of the building. So, yeah.
It's amazing that seeing all the changes over there, and you know.
I remember when I was a little girl, they used to say, "Oh, someday we'll have a train station."
Hmm.
And to watch every day as the progress has been going, I'm excited. It's going to mean so much more opportunity for our residents. There's a lot of folks who jump on that bus and, commute to Boston. I've had some few job offers in Boston and I've turned it down just because of the commute.
Yes.
Just think of the opportunity. You're going to be able to jump on a train, get to work, jump on a train, come home. And, that Boston traffic can drive you nuts.
Hmm. And it just to have the where you can just sit down and relax to go to work.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's yeah, and not be, yeah, it's true. I mean, I would love. I mean, for me, it's going to be something great for a lot of things. As far as the sports venues, I can go and just go down the street and come home, and you know what?
Yeah.
After the game, hop in my car and just come up the street, and I'll be home. But so that's good, and I like a lot of the changes that are going on in the city, and I like all the opportunities that you all are producing at the Career Center,
Yeah.
so people can get part of that, be part of the solution. And I say it's a solution because if all these jobs are unfilled, it's not going to be a solution. We got to get it filled. I mean, there's so many different people that I know from, you know, uh, that are doing interviews, conducting interviews, or at least putting them in place, and then people not showing up.
Absolutely. So that's the wonderful part about the Career Center. All the services there are free.
Hmm.
All right. And we help people with workshops. We have a resume workshop,
Yep.
part one and part two. By the end of part two, you'll actually walk out with a resume. Okay.
Very nice.
So we work with you. You're going to be doing the work, but we're going to be guiding you every step of the way. We have interviewing workshops. There's just so much going on under that one roof. We have our youth component. A lot of us know us by the summer jobs, but the youth component, we're bringing in new vendors. As I said, we have the high set program. We're working with CDEC.
Hmm.
They have a program where they're going to be helping bilingual
All right.
individuals.
Awesome.
We've never had that for our youth. So, and as we know, we have a lot of people moving into New Bedford. So, having that component is really going to help us reach a lot more youth, and we're always there to help the disadvantaged youth
Hmm.
and anyone who's low income who may not have some of the support that other folks have. Um, we're a federally funded program. We do short-term training that's under a
Yeah.
year, not too exceeding in cost. And if you meet the income guidelines, it's free.
Awesome.
You pay for the training program. And right now we have such great programs. We have a program that we're recruiting for with Bristol Community College, a CNC machine program. That program is going to start October 30th and it'll end January 17th. It runs from 4 to 8. So you could still work, or if you have to take care of children during the day, you can participate in a night program. And these programs are so big in the industry right now.
Yeah.
So advanced manufacturing, when my mom and dad were like, when I was growing up, my mom and dad worked in a factory. Everything was manual back then.
Yes.
Now you're programming things into the computer. So it's so important that you understand the equipment you're working with.
Mhm.
And this program will prepare you so you understand the equipment and you can program these machines so that you can become a part of the workforce. Great program. And at the end, we'll help you find a job within the industry. So that's just one of the programs we have. I'm excited about this program. It's a weatherization program that we're recruiting for. It's been a long time since I've seen a program where they're offering you a stipend
Hmm.
to participate.
Wow.
Okay. This program is a weatherization program, and as you know, as the weather gets cold, a lot of
Yes.
our older homes weren't insulated properly. So important to get that weather evaluation on your home
Hmm.
to find out where you're losing heat. Everything's so expensive nowadays
Yes.
that you don't want to have a drafty window, or you don't want to have a home that hasn't been insulated properly. They will train you to go into the people's homes, and this program's for 18 plus, and you must have a driver's license because this program you're going to be driving all over.
Hmm.
So some of the towns and cities you'll be working with is Dorchester, Fall River, Lawrence, Mattapan, Springfield, Worcester. But again, a 40-hour program
Hmm.
where you're getting paid to do a 3-month training program.
Wow.
It doesn't get any better than that. I keep telling people about this program. And once you're trained, you're going to go right to work.
Wow.
The agency that's training you is actually going to be hiring you. Great program, and it's being offered by Mass Save, National Grid, Eversource, Berkshire Gas. So a great program, and we're excited to be collaborating with them. We haven't run a weatherization program in quite some time, so
That's very nice.
hoping we can get enough individuals to fill this program, and that way we can apply for this grant. Again, our workforce board works very hard in getting us these different grants
Hmm.
so that our job seekers can participate and become active part of our community. So
That's so Mass Save has gotten so big. I remember when it was something real small and
yeah,
something just a little brainstorm, and it's. I mean, I'm seeing the commercials all over the place. From social media, from TV. There's definitely so they're doing some great things.
yeah,
The um, the website is there right on the screen. Mass Hire G as in golf, N as in Nancy, B as in boy, CC.com. That's Mass Hire G sorry, NBCC.com. Telephone number is 508-990-4000. That's 508-990-4000. And but go into the website. Definitely go into the website so you can take your time, kind of scroll through it, see different things that appeal to you, and but best of all, make that contact, make that personal contact with someone, you know, and
come on down.
and come on down. Yeah.
Come on down. There's always so much going on at the Career Center. We have different recruiters there at the
Mm-hmm.
Career Center. And we really want to get a sense of where you're at. We want to meet you where you're at. The first step when you come into the Career Center is having you attend a Career Center
Sure.
seminar. Seminar goes over all the services that are available
Mm-hmm.
through the Career Center system, talks about our vets programs. We have a vet rep who is amazing. His name is Matt. He's been with us for a few years, and he knows of so many resources for our veterans. For anyone out there who's a veteran, thank you for your service.
Yes. Thank you.
But there's so much out there as far as resources.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sit down with somebody and tell them what your situation is, so
Yes.
after the seminar, you're going to be assigned somebody to sit with you one-on-one to go over what your skill sets are,
Yes.
what your education is, talk to you about what your goals are.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do an assessment with you. That assessment gives us an idea of what type of careers would be best for you,
Yeah.
right? And then we'll help you do the labor market information to make sure that the program we're setting you up with, you're going to be successful and be able to find a job within our area.
Great.
It makes no sense to train you for something that, is a market that's a dying industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people that all the time. And one of the things I took the career explorers, what we give our customers, and one of the things that came up was interior design.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to sustain myself and you know uh, be able to afford a lot of the things that I have now if I went into an industry where we know New Bedford is kind of you know it's an at-risk
Mm-hmm.
community. We have a lot of poverty. We have a lot of social groups working with different individuals. So interior design really wouldn't be a lucrative career for me unless I had started it when I was really young
Sure.
and started branching out. Like maybe if I was on the vineyard, on the Cape,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be able to, develop a great clientele. But one of the other things that came up was, working with people, public speaking,
Yes.
and it tied right into my career. As a deputy director at Mass Hire, I go out and talk to different organizations. Today I was at the food pantry, and what a great experience to go out there and
Mm-hmm.
talk to folks, and tell them and it's usually the moms or the grandmoms that you
Mm-hmm.
talk to, right? This woman in line, she goes, "Wait a minute. You're talking about training programs?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Let me see that." And I showed her the flyer for the weatherization program. She's like, "They're going to get paid to do a training
Mm-hmm.
program? And then you're going to help them find a job?" She goes, "But my grandson's just sitting on the couch. He needs to get over here.
Yes.
Let me take one of those for
Mm-hmm.
him." So it's really wrapping our arms around the community
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, some of our youth aren't going to go out and look for help
Yes.
and say, "I need help looking for a
Mm-hmm.
job. I don't know how to do a resume. I don't know how to interview well." And those may be the things that are preventing them from moving forward,
Mm-hmm.
right? But your mom or your grandmom will be quick to say, "Hey, you need to get off this
Yeah,
couch and you need to get a
definitely.
job."
Definitely. We sometimes some people take how do I want to say this? They're comfortable.
Yeah.
Some people are comfortable in the situation they have, even if it means that they have no or very little money in their pocket, but they're comfortable because of where they may be staying, laying their head, and that's all they really want. But when you kind of think of it, you go to some of these trainings and you do get a decent job and stop putting money in your pocket. Um,
Yeah.
things get better, whether they know it or not, or realize it or not. So,
It gets better for you and it gets better for your family
hmm
because think about it. I mean, we're all striving towards a better life, right?
yes.
A comfortable life.
Hmm.
You may be able to afford those sneakers that your kids are always asking you for, or you may be able to get a better apartment, or you may be
Hmm.
able to purchase your first home. So, what we're trying to do at Mass Hire is really work with our community based organizations and get out there. Um, you don't have to come to us all the time. Like I said today, I spent my morning at the food pantry
Hmm.
talking about programs, talking about the recruitment we have going on tomorrow, talking about our youth programs. It's just a great opportunity. We're going to housing now.
Yeah, nice.
You meet some wonderful people, and along the way, you're sharing the resources. We may not be the perfect fit for everybody,
Hmm.
but while I was at the food pantry, this woman telling me that she needed help with, some of her paperwork to become a citizen. I was like, "Oh, did you know the Immigrants Assistance Center helps you with that?" She was like, "No, I did not. Where are they located?" I
Hmm.
was able to share the resource. I had a grandma who says, "I don't know how to use a computer." And I was like, "Well, Coastline Elderly helps you with
Hmm.
that. They have free classes." And she was like, "What's Coastline Elderly?" I was able to give her that information. So just really wrapping our arms around the community.
Hmm.
And it's all about knowledge, right? We
Yes,
have to share the programs that are out there in order for them to be successful. In order for us to be successful, it takes a village.
sure does.
And we want to
And
be part of that solution.
those organizations appreciate somebody like you spreading the word,
Yeah.
and they would say, I was talking to a young lady from the community, the career center. She told me about you. She did. What'd she say? And then so that it just goes all over the community. Well, Lizette's doing something great for us. She's spreading the word. We need that. We need that. She's meeting hundreds of people, every other day. So that's real important. I mean, you and I attended an event way back in the beginning of the summer, and it was great to be in that venue and then see all those different resources that we have in New Bedford.
Yes.
Now, say what you want about New Bedford, but I guarantee you, whatever you're looking for, there's going to be some organization that's going to help you and
Exactly.
provide for you. And so when you say that there's nothing around or there's nothing, I have no help. You're just not looking in the right places. So,
Absolutely. Shout out to Pace because that new food pantry, absolutely beautiful.
it
I
is.
mean, and just the experience that the customers get when they walk in. They have a personal shopper that walks around with them, and
Yeah.
they have like, they have the aisles set up like you're at
Hmm.
a grocery store, and they have a bagger, and it's wonderful. Instead of just kind of handing you a box full of
Hmm.
food,
Yeah.
the connection you get with that individual, talking to them, the volunteers. I met one girl who's been volunteering there for 2 years.
Hmm.
Um, so, you know, there's so many wonderful people in our community who are doing some great things and trying to help others along the way. They may
Exactly.
not have the most, but they're willing to share what they have.
Yes.
And I can't say enough about the PACE programs. I'm just so blown away every time I find out about the different programs, and I'm kind of excited to be working with them again because in the past
Hmm.
we used to have someone from PACE who would be at the center to
Okay.
assist our customers, and um, now we're going out into the community because they have a larger um, pool of customers coming in. And not only that, our location, tough to park, hard to get to.
Hmm.
So we've identified that. And so we're going out in the community more. We're working with DTA. We're working with Coastline Elderly. We're working with CDEC, Immigrants Assistance Center, and just trying to figure out where we can help people and try to get out into the community, set something up, and have one of our workers out there.
That's very nice. I can't say enough. But you're always welcome here. You're always welcome at the
No,
station.
thank you.
Um,
It's great when we have these programs that I can come on and kind of talk about. And again, folks, I wish I could get a free training program where someone's going to pay me a stipend
mhm.
to go to a training program and then offer me a job.
Yeah.
When people say there aren't a lot of opportunities, you just have to find out what those opportunities are. But we do have a lot going on in the community. And as you said, this summer we spent a lot of time going to different resource fairs and things
Hmm.
like that. There was so much information that I would walk back with like bags full of information about this one with a daycare program and that one who's helping with healthcare, uh, for folks who don't have healthcare. Um, just grandparents programs, you know, early childhood development
Yes.
program. Just so much going on, and folks really trying to wrap their arms around the community and help our kids so that they're successful, help the parents so that they can put food on the table and, take care of their kids and just grow our generations. Yeah.
I actually, you mentioned about the bags, but I would always tell parents or whoever was visiting,
Mm-hmm.
the fairs, I would say, grab that bag first and then go to every table and put your, brochures, your material right in that bag. You're going to need it. Um, and I started doing that. And so now when I had to go ahead and kind of touch up or revisit all the material that I have, it's in that one bag. Oh, it's in that Korea Center bag right there. Grab all that stuff, bring it to me, and look at it. Now I could share. Um, we do have those street sheets to tell you where to go and everything. But guess what? I like to create my own sometimes.
Yeah,
You mentioned about veterans, so there's different things I like to grab. A veteran does need a home. Veteran does need a job. Um, a veteran does need transportation to go back and forth,
yeah,
to different medical, visits or whatever. So all those things I like to grab and put together and create my own street sheet list.
absolutely.
So
And we have some great partners. I mean, we have Commission for the Blind. We have a representative that's at the Career Center for Mass Rehab who can help you with resources
hmm,
there. Um, we have the DTA office that's there on Thursdays. Uh, so we're continuing to reach out to our partners, offer them some space at the Career Center, but we know that's not ideal with the construction going on and just where we're located in the city. So if you're an organization out there and would like us to come out and talk to your job seekers, or I had High Point reach out to me. They
Hmm.
have a program and they're working with teen parents. We went out and talked to them about our
Very nice.
program. So again, we're willing to go out and meet you where you're at. If you have, a population of customers that you'd like us to talk to them about either training or, getting a GED or a high set or help looking for a job.
Hmm. I like to. I'm going to start sharing a lot of that information because of me working with the school department. I mean, yeah, they do share all the different resources, but something I like to do is I like to go on Class Dojo because that is like front and center with some of the parents that you're dealing with and the students. So things like that flyer, I like to take that and then take a picture of it and then I share it on Class Dojo. And then all of a sudden it is like you see that 455 people read it
Yeah.
or viewed it. And I'm like, well, there's a desire for it. So that's what I use it for, and I think what was one of the latest things, it was a soccer camp. I just put it out there and then it was up to like I think 900 something views, I think.
Wow, that's awesome.
So and and that was from the New Bedford Parks and Recreation. So they had a bigger response than what they possibly thought they were going to get. But that's what I want to do for you also,
Oh,
is to
excellent.
share this material because it's not only the student that's looking at Class Dojo. It's the mom, it's the dad, it's the grandmother, it's the adult that they live with that is looking at that also and saying, well, maybe I can provide a little bit more for my student.
Yeah,
So I'm going to apply for that training. So,
excellent.
well, um, let me see. I don't know if I touched up on everything, but if there's anything that I missed, let me know. You know,
I don't think we
I
missed
we
anything.
think we did a great job, like always.
Talked about, and again, there's always something going on at the Career Center, always lots of opportunity. Um, our numbers on the screen. Give us a call. Find out
Please,
what's going on at the Career Center. We have the hot jobs list that comes out weekly. Um, and I'll start sharing that with you. Anyone's looking for a
please,
job, you can look at the hot jobs list, get an idea of what employers are hiring. But our goal is really to help prepare you for the workforce. If you don't have a skill,
hmm,
it's hard to find a
yeah,
job, and you're usually going to work someplace where it's low skilled, or you know you're not getting paid a lot. Let us do that assessment with you. Let's identify what your skill
true,
sets are. And if you meet the income guideline and we can put you into a training program, I mean, think about it. It's a win win for you, right?
sure
You
is.
now have a skill, and then you can segue right into a job. We currently have our automotive program going
Hmm.
on with New Bedford Voc. We were able to recruit 8 individuals who started that
Hmm.
program, that automotive program. We're going to be working with employers to identify who's hiring so that
Very
when those
nice.
folks are ready to graduate, well, not when they're ready to graduate, we start working them right away. We start working with them,
Hmm.
letting them know you're going to have to get your resume together.
Okay.
Once we get your resume, let's identify some employers who are willing to hire you, and then we share the curriculum with the
Hmm.
employers. This is what is being covered in the class. Is there anything else you feel that they need? Would you be willing to interview our
Hmm.
participants at the end? Already setting that up for success so that you segue from training right into a job.
Yeah, and that's good because then it gives them a bank full of people where they can use, where they're not struggling to get people hired. There's people that are willing to work coming from your programs, and they're saying, look, whether it's Hathaway or Auto or something, they're just saying, look, I need 4 more people. All right, let's check out what the Career Center has, and boom.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4 people hired, starting at the same time, have great jobs. You helped out 4 families. So
And the thing about the career centers, we don't just work with our youth and our adult participants, our dislocated worker, our veterans. We also work with the employer. We had some folks reach out to us and say, hey, we have a lot of job openings. Any chance we could do like a mini job fair at the career center? It's free to the employer.
Yep.
It's one central location. We coordinate that. We get the word out to our participants and our partners. And again, I can't stress it enough. It takes a village. Our partners refer people constantly to the career center.
It's very nice.
And that's how, we can be successful as a community, is by sharing the information about what's out there for our families.
Wow. Awesome. The address for the career center, 618 in Cushing Avenue.
Yes.
All right.
The old unemployment building.
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely right down there at the C track parking lot, but go to the website if you need to, Google it, do whatever you have to, but get down there, go see my good friend.
Yes, definitely. Come on down.
And I just, I like that. I like what you're doing down there, and I'm glad they have you in place. So
we have a lot of great people behind us. We have a workforce board. As you know, Margarita's on the board, and they're always looking for different opportunities for
very nice.
Our job seekers. And, this is a program that probably wouldn't have been brought to New Bedford if they didn't find out about this grant, apply for the grant in order for us to, help fill this program with our job seekers and our participants.
Very nice.
We help people in New Bedford, Acushnet, Freetown, Fairhaven, Lakeville, Marion, Rochester. We were last week we were out at the Wareham High School.
Yeah.
So it really is.
It's still it's if someone's coming to you, you got to help them out. Absolutely. I don't care where they're from, you just got to help them out. At least put them in the right direction so they can get the type of assistance that you're offering, so.
We often get people from Westport. Westport is not part of our service delivery area, but I can refer you to the Fall River Career Center because I have their information.
Yeah.
It's, we're opening doors.
Yeah.
All you have to do is ask for help, and we're there to meet you halfway.
Awesome. Well, everyone, this is Charlie Perry on the Really Charlie podcast here on WNB1 Radio, and my friend Lizette Perry. She's here. We've known each other a long time.
No relation, though.
No relation. But we definitely known each other since high school days, and she's one of the best people I know. She's always trying hard and doing great things for everyone. So, but you have an open invitation here. You can come anytime.
Thank you. I mean, it's great being able to come on your show because we can get the word out to a wider audience. And as you said, we've known each other for a very long time, and I truly believe it takes a village. And I just want to be helping people.
Yeah.
I really want to make sure that we get the information out there to our community, because there's so many people who are suffering right now. Don't know about the resources that are out there. And hey, what you do at the schools, we do at the career center. That's how we're going to make our community thrive.
Exactly. Make people grow, and they use that a lot in the school. Grow. We have a grow program, and but that's all they're trying to do is make people grow. Whether you're young, you're old, different parts of the area, doesn't matter. But 5 stars for the Career Center here in New Bedford. I love it. I love what you're doing, and I'll continue to support and share everything that you have to offer.
Okay. And thank you. I can't thank you enough for having us on and letting us share these resources with the community, because you have a broad audience and really helps us spread the word as to the different programs that are out there.
True. Well, this is the Really Charlie podcast. You will see us here on WNB1 Radio Also, I'm on YouTube, the Really Charlie channel. Please like and subscribe to it. We are sharing this video also on LinkedIn. And within 24 hours, I will have it on Spotify live. So if you're driving in the car and you want to put Spotify on, just put Really Charlie podcast, and this show will come up. I'll have all the information that we talked about in the description, so you will know what you're listening to. And remember, that site is Mass Hire, GNBCC.com, and the number is 508-990-4000. All right.
Thank you.
And this podcast with my favorite song from Lionel Peter Walker. And this is my man. I love this song. Funniest thing is someone put this song on the intercom of a big building. And I heard it, and it was so funny. It was so funny. But one of my favorite songs. He did a great job on it. All right, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And I will see you next Tuesday, 6 o'clock, with another guest that I have, Katrina Gay, who was she's not a local author, but she's a friend of mine that I met through another friend, Gordon Woodbury. And she wrote a book about soulful and vegan. And it teaches you how to make some soulful food, but being vegan at the same time. It's an awesome book. And she'll be on WNB1 Radio on next Tuesday. All right. I'll see y'all later. Take care. And I will be playing some music for a few moments. And that's it. See you next Tuesday.
It's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast. Grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast. Grab a chair, fill your glass.